Hey everybody, I'm Eric in Exile. Today we're going to be talking about how to collect for the Sega CD without losing your shirt. Now me personally, I only have 12 more games to get a full complete set of Sega CD, and I expect to get that done within the next couple of months. So let's sit back and let's do it! So you've decided to collect for the Sega CD. Congratulations! The Sega CD is a great piece of hardware. In 1994, I bought a brand new Sega CD. Technically, it was a Sega CDX, and I've had it now for over 25 years, and it's still working. I also still have the original sales receipt for it as well. Here it is. Looks like I bought it on November 27th. My actual birthday is the 28th. So I probably went out and bought myself a present a day beforehand here. And and there's of course there's a credit card on there, and of course that credit card is long gone, so don't worry about that. But it looks like my total was $398.99. And also it looks like I picked up a few other things while I was there. And this was looks like a 6-button controller and Star Wars 3D Rebel Assault for $39.99. Yeah! Recently I've been giving the CDX a rest, and I've set up a standalone Sega CD Model 2 with the analog Mega SG, which I've been using a ton of lately. Both the CDX setup and the Mega SG setup are neck and neck. However, the Mega SG is just a little bit better in overall quality. Now that that's all out of the way, we can get down to how to start collecting for the Sega CD. Now the first thing we need to talk about are the different levels of collecting. I break it down into 3 categories. Level 1 would be a casual collector, someone who's fine with just sticking with their favorite games. As you can see here, I picked out a sport game, adventure game, racing game, 2 fighting games, and also another adventure game. Level 2 would be a more serious collector, someone who might have 40 or 50 games in their collection. For this round, I picked this as an RPG, also the RPG, and Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, also an RPG. I also left in Mortal Kombat, because everybody needs to have Mortal Kombat, and The Amazing Spider-Man, which is also a great game. Level 3 would be a more hardcore collector, possibly someone who wants a complete set, which is actually what I've been trying to do. Once you determine which level of collector you are, that will help you make decisions about what games you can or cannot afford. You never want to leave yourself unable to pay your bills just to have that copy of Bram Stoker's Dracula. So go ahead and take a look at pricecharting.com, and that will give you a general idea of prices. Now, the big question: where do you get Sega CD games from 25 years ago? Actually, I'm a big believer of eBay. I've found many deals there over the years. I also frequent a couple of video game stores in my area. They always let me know when Sega CD stuff does come in. Occasionally, I've also had good luck on Craigslist as well. Okay, so you've started your collection. Now what? When I first started my Sega CD collection, I was buying all cheap games. Why? Because that was the best way to get the most bang for my buck. A game like Cliffhanger isn't great, but add a couple of sport titles and maybe a decent platformer, and now you got yourself some games, son. Then, the next time that you're out on the hunt looking for some games, pick up just one game. Maybe it's just one good game that you've been keeping an eye on. Then make that purchase, because that one good game might become the anchor of your collection. Also, remember that you can apply these same techniques to just about any other video game system that you want to collect for. I hope this video has helped. I wish everyone the best and happy hunting. Before we wrap this up, I'm going to give you my top 10 Sega CD games. Number 10, Sonic CD. Anybody that has a Sega CD needs to play Sonic CD on that system, because this is a great, fun game. Number 9, Earthworm Jim. This is a great franchise, and I still have the cartoon on VHS, I believe, for Earthworm Jim. But this is a great, great game. Really fun. So number 8, Battle Core. This game is awesome. Riding around in a giant mech suit, blowing things up. What else could you want? This is a great game and it's very fun. Okay, number 7, Road Rash. This is another great game. You just can pop it in and just play it for hours. It's a great game. It's so fun. It's really good. Next up, Pitfall: The Mayan Adventure. When this came out, I played it and I beat it in like one night because I was up for hours, and I love the original Pitfall, but the Mayan Adventure was just that much more better. So, great game. Okay, number 5, Demolition Man. I love this game and I love this movie, and apparently they're gonna make a sequel to it. But in any case, the actual game is fantastic. It's really, really well thought out. All the levels aren't the same. They sort of change them up. You might be doing side scrolling at one point, and then you might have a top-down view in the next level. Really good game. Number 4, and I love my fighting games, Eternal Champions. This is basically the Sega version of Mortal Kombat. They have like fatalities. I mean, they're not fatalities, but they're fatalities. It's a great game. All the fighters are great. It's really cool. It's a really fun game. Down to the last 3. Number 3, KO Flying Squadron. This game is hilarious. It's awesome. It's fast-paced. I'm not very good at it, but I love this game. It's really good. It's hard to find. It's kind of expensive, but that's a great game. Number 2, Snatcher. This game is basically Blade Runner, and it's awesome. I can't even explain. There's so much going on in this game. It's really one of the masterpieces on the Sega CD, Snatcher. And now, for my favorite game on the Sega CD, The Terminator. I got so good at playing this game that I could beat this entire game in 1 hour. If I had to go somewhere and I had an hour to kill, boom, Terminator. This game, the gameplay, the graphics of the city, the burnt out city and everything, it was phenomenal. And it put you into the movie. It actually made you feel like you were there. And this was a game that I played for hours and hours and hours. So, and there we go. So those are my top 10 Sega CD games. If you like what I'm doing here, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I post a brand new video every Friday, so click the notification bell to be notified when it goes live. Let me know what you think about collecting for Sega CD down in the comments below. I want to thank everybody for joining in today, and I'll see you in the next video.